Community backlash, an editorial from the Daily Barometer has got a lot of students from the Greek community up in arms.
Plus, why do employers love Beavers? We'll show you the inside of OSU's annual career fair as it makes its way to the CH2M Alumni Center.
I'm Allison Headley from the Beaver News, and I'm at the Black Cultural Center's Black History Month dinner, where food and community come together.
Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Brooke Chrisler.
And I'm Anna Singer. We're glad you could join us tonight.
Tonight's top story, Greek students are up in arms after an editorial published by the Daily Barometer made its way around campus. The editorial in question focused on the proposed freshman year experience program that is planned to go into effect fall term of next year.
The first-year experience would make it mandatory for all freshmen to live on campus in efforts to increase the likelihood of freshmen connecting with the university. Currently, OSU administration is considering the idea of making an exception to this rule for the Greek community.
The editorial published by the Daily Barometer on Tuesday made an argument against the exception by stating that the Greek system has a negative impact on new students in regards to academics. The article was met by a flood of angry comments on the Daily Barometer website from furious alumni and current members of the Greek houses.
As of this afternoon, the Barometer has received 18 letters to the editor, over 60 comments on the online version of the article, and 23 tweets in regards to the article. Traffic on the Barometer website has skyrocketed to never-before-seen numbers, beating out the previous record of 12,000 views by more than 1,000 hits. In today's publication, the Barometer ran 4 student letters to the editor, each explaining their disdain for yesterday's editorial. Today, the Beaver News brought Panhellenic President Samantha Palmer and former president of fraternity Delta Epsilon, Matthew Sheets, to the studio to share their thoughts about Greek life and to clarify information on the first-year experience program.
My opinion on the article was it didn't really justify Greek life as a whole, and it also really didn't justify the freshman year experience as a whole either.
Yeah. I think there were a lot of generalizations made both about Greek life, about college life, and about the first year experience that, anytime that you make generalizations, you start lumping people together in an unfair way. I think also, it did bring up a disheartening fact. There's definitely some truth about substance abuse related to Greek life, but that also happens outside of Greek life as well. You hear a lot about Greek life in the news, in other media, dealing with drinking and substance abuse, and sometimes resulting in some real tragedies. What you don't get to hear as much, unfortunately, are all the good things we did. But when we're talking about responsibility with dangerous substances, we need to put ourselves in a place where we can control what's happening in a responsible manner.
Right.
And I think that we're taking those proper steps to doing so.
Mm-hmm. Binge drinking is a college problem. It's not by any means a Greek problem. It's not, sexual assault isn't a Greek problem. Substance abuse isn't a Greek problem. It's a college problem. And it's something that we all as college students need to address. Contrary to what the article kind of illustrated, what it is, it's not about drinking. It's not about preventing students from joining Greek houses or organizations. It's about supplemental education. There are studies that have shown that students who stay on campus all year, their freshman year, have higher success rates. They are more academically successful. They're more likely to stay in school, and that's mostly the reason for FYE.
They say there's no such thing as bad press, but one has to wonder what will happen to the Barometer's readership with this new scandal. The Beaver News will have more on this story as it unfolds. This week is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and the Nutrition and Dietetics Club here on campus is hosting a week of activities in hopes of educating students on the facts of eating disorders. All this week, the Nutrition and Dietetics Club has set events informing these students of these disorders, and it's not too late to attend one. Tomorrow night, the groups will be hosting a viewing of the documentary Beyond Killing Us Softly, The Strength to Resist. This viewing will be held in Snell International Forum from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow and will include a Q&A session after the video with a panel of professionals from OSU that work together in treating disorders here on campus.
He has his own school, campus building, and now his own day. On Thursday, two-time Nobel Prize winner Linus Pauling will be recognized statewide on the day of his birth, February 28th. Oregon Governor John Kitzhaber has officially declared the day as Linus Carl Pauling Day. In honor of Pauling's birthday, OSU plans to celebrate the day with a public tour of Pauling's artifacts and memorabilia on the 5th floor of the Valley Library. The tour will also include a lunch at the Linus Pauling Science Center and a tour of the building.
One of the most important reasons students go to college is so that they can get a good job when they graduate.
But being book smart won't help if you don't know some contacts in your field of interest.
That's why OSU hosts its annual Engineering Career Fair.
Career fairs are a great way to find jobs and internships, and today and tomorrow in the CH2M Center, you can take advantage of this opportunity. Today, the Beaver News team went for an inside look at today's fair at the CHM Alumni Center.
A little nerve-wracking at first, especially for your first time, but once you get in there, do it a few times, it's less nerve-wracking. You start to build up a little bit of self-confidence, so it's not too bad.
OSU held their winter career fair where around 60 employers came to provide info to students looking for job opportunities and internships.
We're looking for people that are leaders in their current status as students, whether it's in their student groups or organizations, in sororities or fraternities. So those are the types of students that we're looking for, people that we can develop.
There's a couple good consulting firms, a couple good internship opportunities. It's just a matter of which one I want to choose now.
I came because I just wanted to get my name out there, get a head start on professions that are coming out. The sooner you get in it, the better, so just want to increase my chances of being employed out of college.
The fair stayed busy all day and had a great turnout. Students seemed to find several job opportunities, and employers were pleased with so many interested students. The fair will conclude tomorrow with the engineering companies.
Zero complaints about career services. Good. Glad that they're able to put this on for everybody.
It was good. It was helpful. It was nice. Even if I don't end up working for any of the people, it's nice to have experience like meeting people, putting yourself out there, handing out your resume, shaking hands, that kind of thing. So at the very least, it'll help my interviewing skills for the future. So.
This has been Anna Singer with the Beaver News. According to event coordinators, more than 70 businesses and employers were present at today's fair.
Anna and I went to the career fair, and I thought it was an awesome turnout, and it was great opportunity for lots of students to get internships or jobs, and they were actually having interviews right then and there available.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised myself. I heard about this career fair and I thought it was just about getting information and brochures and pamphlets, but it was way more than that. And seeing our fellow students getting interviews, for this week and whatnot, it was awesome. It was a really cool experience.
Great opportunity. The Lynn Benton Community College Culinary Arts Winter Banquet is coming up this March 8th, and tickets are still available. All the dishes served will be prepared by the LBCC Culinary Arts students. This year's theme is A Taste of Ola. This buffet sale banquet will be highlighting the foods of Hawaiian influences, including Polynesian, Japanese, Portuguese, Chinese, Filipino, and Korean. Tickets must be purchased in advance through the LBCC Culinary Arts Department located in the Kalapuya Center, 2nd floor, or by phone. All proceeds support the LBCC Culinary Arts program. Well, if food is on your mind right now, then we've got just the story for you. Last night, the OSU Black Cultural Center hosted their annual Soul Food Dinner.
Beaver News reporter Allison Headley has a story.
Soul food. It brings communities together.
Getting together with a lot of people that I haven't been able to catch over the course of the month because we've all been so busy.
Tuesday night, the Black Cultural Center held their Soul Food Dinner. Internal coordinator for the Black Cultural Center, Johanna Abraham, demonstrates how tasty community can be.
So we have oven fried chicken, 2 different types of baked potatoes, macaroni and cheese, pies, we have ice cream, and we have ribs.
Senior in sociology, Taylor Blakeaway, has her own favorite dish.
I am most excited to eat my mac and cheese.
Soul food, it's our cultural meal.
External coordinator Anderson DuBois held a large part in putting together the night's events.
We want to teach our community a little bit more about our culture, as well as create a really nice, safe, homely space for our students.
And students took away more than just a full stomach.
I took away that we should really still be cognizant of, different structural oppressions within our society and on campus.
Keynote speaker Councilwoman Cheryl Thomas spoke on the significance of soul food as a whole.
Soul food is from the heart. It's the soul, and the family is the soul in the heart.
The spirit of the food served as a vehicle for people of all races to come together around one plate. This has been Allison Headley for the Beaver News.
The MUPC has just announced their 8 finalists for OSU's Got Talent. This year's talents include breakdancing, electric guitar, stand-up comedy, singing, beatboxing, magic tricks, and even kung fu. On Friday at 7 p.m. in the MU Ballroom, OSU's top 8 contestants will compete in front of an interactive panel of judges for the grand prize of $300. But the audience has the final say. Winners will be selected through a text voting system. If you can't make it to the MU Ballroom at 7, you can also watch the finale here on KBVR or online at kbvr.com. While we're on the topic of music, we can't close out tonight's show without our music news beat with Emily Berkey.
Thanks, Anna. If you're interested in hosting your own radio show, starting at the end of this week, KBVR-FM will be looking for new show ideas for next term. If you're interested in doing your own show, come by the KBVR-FM offices located in Snell Hall and fill out an application. In order to do a show, however, you must be currently enrolled at Oregon State. KBVR-FM still has tickets to give away. Want to win tickets to the Sasquatch Music Festival? What about the Expendables? Like the KBVR-FM Facebook page for more details. KBVR will also be interviewing fellow rocker Sapient on March 23rd before his show at Sub-Zero in Corvallis. This week, KBVR TV won't have any music shows as they're preparing for the live filming of OSU Has Talent. So that's all we've got for your music news beat. But if you're interested in catching up with In the Pines, you can find show updates and project ideas on their Facebook page.
Thanks, Emily. Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. I'm Anna Singer.
And I'm Emily Berkey. We're glad you could join us tonight.
For more of your Beaver News, be sure to like us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at Beaver News. Have a good night.